Guillotine. Body and mind were never at home under the one roof, that bare dome, high-arched by design. I often wished for a quiet loft, a hidden vault's vertiginous lift, where a swift whimsy's flitter and dip might dart from any sheltered nook. But I always found it discomfiting, how such easy drifting under the wide spans, dusted with sun rays, could shelter in me such squabble and cluck, unstifled hoots and coos, unnerving sails across a metaphoric gap's precipitous drop. Those were early days, when the Tourette's robotic urge was a giddy exuberance I chose when I liked, or believed I did. The sudden erratic rupture, the blunt nod, awkward elbowings and verbal kicks I swore I did for fun, any time they garnered the inquisitive stare. I've made my peace with the spinning dynamo's monotonous hum, engines run on, clockwork's unnerving tick. Somewhere above, a sloshed puppet master grapples his tangled lines, the heartless jerk pulling my leg. No unmangling the doublespeak, the trickster muse's obscure hieroglyphic, his cryptic Morse, tapping itself out in broken longs and shorts. It's all in your head, the doctors claimed, for whom a tick's involuntary thrust meant having no control, not the nature of the compulsion driving it. And these worries that you're always taking on, your home ruined by floods or abandonment, faces you make out in the curtain pleats, imagined footsteps on the attic boards, aren't worth all this twisting and squint. Don't lose your head over things you cannot change. Somehow the effort always brings to mind the Humber Lodge annual Christmas party and magic show. The Redeemer's advent rivaled by a local wizard's low-budget spoofs. His job, we knew, was to kill the restless time before the handing out of gifts. The magician was rigged to the hilt, hoops and hats, streamers to yank from ears red with embarrassment, a wand for summoning illusion's fickle boon, and for the evening's coup, grandly unveiled, a medieval guillotine, its blooded rusty blade hung from loosely tied lines, ominously frayed. "A volunteer from the audience, please. You there, lad in the front row. You have a good head on your shoulders. Step up." Oh God, not me. I was a dead man walking, unsteady legs, head filled with gauze, all eyes fixed upon me from a crowd braying for amazement. "Kneel on this stool, son, your shoulders here." He pointed to the lower board's half-moon, carved to match the upper dropped on top. I was an outlaw, convicted without trial, for sticking my neck out, clamped down upon, the offending part made to keep still. Good heavens, is my basket large enough for a bean this size? Can you help me out? Just reach around and hold your ears, like this. That's very good. Any last words? Chin up. You can look down, it isn't a long drop. Now everyone count together. 1, 2. Brains hung in abeyance, eyes squeezed shut, the seconds pooled into a giddy drift, a heady wavering stilled in vertigo. Whatever happened next, a blank, as though memory itself, beyond recall, had flopped into the bucket with an awful stare, rudely cleaved, struck by its own deliverance, at last thinking of nothing but itself. There must have been a clang and thunk, the interlocking blade's precarious latch, tripped by a falling tension and release, went through the motions of cutting loose. A pending judgment had passed through me. I was excused, pulled myself together, light afoot, and rose to dizzying applause, when something heavy came into my hands. I twitched a nod, and as the ticks came back, carried my gift away, and found my place.